Hi, team. This is George. Appreciate all the effort you're putting in the first week's discussion. I'm looking forward to jumping into the Michael Bishop case. So, right now, this is the rubric that we're going to use. Remember now, the assignment is going to be due, well, not going to be, it is due Monday, 8 a.m. So, that's prior to us discussing the Michael Bishop case. We have to turn in the assignment. Here is the template that I kind of put together. Please get more creative than I have here. I just kind of put up something so we have a little bit of color in there, and the headings and such break up the text. Each heading is covered within the rubric that we have right here. So, like for instance, your past experience and assigned readings. How did they affect what you're looking at? If you take a look at the template, and we go down to readings and experience right here. And we talk about reasonable solutions. And let's talk about solutions for a minute. Is there a one and only solution? No, there's multiple solutions, and quite often how you argue your solution is why it gets picked or not picked. But there are some solutions that may not fit very well, so they wouldn't be a very good solution as opposed to ones that fit very well and Michael would be able to use. So remember, the solution needs to be able to fit what Michael needs. So it needs to fit Michael Bishop's needs, not anybody else's needs, not our needs, but Michael Bishop's needs. And the final recommendation and then the justification or the argument to keep that recommendation is there. So let's, on that note, jump into our case. So Michael Bishop, he had a wriggle fish, say that 10 times fast, wriggle fish, and there's a little bit of tension happening now. And Michael's kind of unaware. He goes in and he talks to his colleague Nancy that he's been working with for a couple years, and they get into rather tough conversation about test scores, things like that, and how the test scores have declined at Oakdale Middle School. And Michael understands that his Wrigglefish project, gaming project, will help increase these scores. But for some reason, when he gets a phone call from Tara a few days later, after she sat down and talked with the superintendent, they decided to step away or withdraw from the Wrigglefish project. So that put Michael in a bad place because, quite simply, he had to find a new pilot site because you have to be able to pilot. And as many of you probably know better than I, it's hard to find a pilot place, especially in a middle school setting where his Wrigglefish game was supposed to have the biggest impact. So let's look at this through our rubric here. Or we can look at it through our template since I brought that up. How about that? So Michael, who is he in this? Is he a SME, a client, partner, audience, designer? What is he? Who is he? How about the students that were supposed to get Wrigglefish? Are they partners, clients, SMEs, audience, helpful designers? Tara, Nancy, the principal, who are all they? The teachers who are going to be using the software, the Wrigglefish software, who are they in this project? So just think about that and answer these questions that are coming up. And once you respond, you're going to see the responses from your peers as well. Now let's look at the challenges. Where in the ADDIE process do you think Michael had his biggest challenges? Was it in the assessment phase, assessing what needed to happen? The design phase, development, implementation, evaluation? Where was it, and what was the biggest challenge? Is it possible that the challenge could be in two places within the ADDIE process? Could it be in the design and development? Could it be in the implementation? Where is it? And what is the issue? Kind of give it some thought as you read through this. And we can see, obviously, as it says, Michael's frustrated, and he felt as if he had to pitch the games to a skeptical audience. Well, word from experience is always pitch as if your audience is skeptical. Always do that. Otherwise, you're going to run the risk of not being very effective because we take certain liberties when we think we're a shoe-in for something. So always pitch as if the audience is skeptical is something that I have learned over time. So with that said, there are so many things going on here. uh, what would be the best solution in your case? Would it be, well, there's a number of things it could be. So just think through what the best solution would be for Michael. The solution has to fit Michael from the course design uh, perspective. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the questions that have been coming up and it's helped you get a little bit of a perspective. Have a great day.